Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tax tips to help reduce your taxes for the year 2021. So look, maybe you have already had a meeting with your accountant, or maybe you're new to the lawn care industry and you're kind of figuring out how in the world do I take care of my taxes. Well, look, there's 3 things that you can do that are fairly easy to implement that are going to help you for tax planning, okay? The very first thing is you need to have separate bank accounts for your personal stuff and then your business stuff, okay? I know that might seem very basic, but you would be shocked at the amount of people that still make business purchases through their personal checking, or make personal, this is even worse, make personal purchases through their business, okay? It's very messy to do that, guys. It creates a lot of extra work for you, and then if you have a tax planner, it creates additional work for them to get your taxes correct. That drives up the cost for tax planning. And finally, you know, there's something called piercing the corporate veil. I'm not going to go into all of it, what it is, but in a nutshell, it's basically, it causes a liability for you. You know, your legal advantages of being an LLC or an S Corp, you know, keeping personal and business separate, you know, for legality reasons, that can be completely wiped out if you are using your business to make personal purchases, okay? And it's called piercing the corporate veil. You can look it up if that's something that is interesting to you. But look, there's a lot of reasons to keep your personal and your business completely separate. There is no good reason to mix the two, okay? So definitely have those two separated. That's the first tip that I would give you for tax planning. Okay, the second tip that I would give you regarding tax planning is you need to have an accountant, okay? Maybe you haven't done it, or kicking the can because you think that they're going to be expensive. Guys, let me tell you that I was there, man. I did my taxes, you know, for the first year by myself, and I fumbled my way through it. I was nervous, wondering if I had missed some deductions that I was supposed to have. Am I doing something that is going to trigger an IRS audit? I had all these thoughts going through my head, and then I was like, you know, I literally took classes, you know, in college with people who are way smarter than me, and they own their own accounting firms. Like, why don't I just reach out to them and have them do my taxes? So you know what? That's exactly what I did. You know, I reached out to a local accounting firm in our area after our first year. I tell you what, man, the girl who does my taxes, we took a lot of our same accounting and finance classes in college. I'm here to tell you, man, she is way sharper than I was, and she went through my stuff, man, and she just got me so many deductions, and she paid for herself 4 or 5 times over, okay? It doesn't matter like what the accountant costs. Like, if they are reducing your tax bill by thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, like that is an absolute no-brainer. So not only is that responsibility completely off me, like I don't have to worry about it myself. Like, I don't do the paperwork. That's one benefit. The other thing is she's getting me more deductions. That's a second benefit. And finally, like, I just have peace of mind. Like, I know it's done right, okay? So if you're considering, you know, I'm not talking about a bookkeeper. I'm talking about a bona fide accountant who specializes in dealing with self-employed, and even better, somebody who has done a lot of lawn care businesses. That would even be a perk. So shop around, talk to some people, get some recommendations, but I cannot speak into that enough. Make sure you have a good accountant that you trust. And look, you're gonna get naked in front of them, man. Like, your finances, everything you buy is laid out in front of them, so you need to be able to have a good working relationship with them, and they are on your side, man. They're not trying to have you pay the IRS anything than what you owe them. Have a good accountant on your team. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is going to be the Section 179 deduction that you can take with taxes. So as business owners, you know, let me preface this by saying paying taxes, or being in a situation where you are going to pay taxes, that is a good thing, okay? And just hear me out. It means that your business is profitable and you have a quote good problem on your hands at the end of the year, meaning that, hey, I made really good profit this year, and now It's not that I have to pay taxes. It is the question you should be asking yourself is, I have options now. What options do I have that best suit me and what I want to do? So, for example, you can wipe out an entire year's worth of income by going and buying yourself a truck. You can wipe out an entire year's worth of income by making some other type of major purchase for your business under the Section 179. The beauty of the 179 is that you can wipe out your income, and listen to this very carefully, even if you finance that asset. So let's say you have $50,000 piled up at the end of the year in cash in your bank account that you've made. That does not mean that you have to go drop the cash. You can literally finance a vehicle for 5, 6, 7 years. That's a $50,000 vehicle, and wipe out your earnings for the entire year if you so choose to do that. The advice and warning that I would give you on that is, do not kick that can down the road financing things just to reduce your tax bill. That is dumb, okay? We are not spending $1 to save 40 cents on our tax bill. Let me say that again. We're not trying to save 40 cents by spending $1 needlessly, okay? But there is a major advantage to using that Section 179 if it is advantageous to your business. If you are in a growth mode and you are needing to plow money back into it, you can either use your cash to do that to reduce your taxes, or you can finance things. But again, be very, very careful about kicking that can down the road, because eventually, you do want to start paying taxes. You don't want to just constantly be wiping everything out, because it will eventually come back to bite you. So again, whenever I say you have options with the Section 179, for me, like right now, instead of us trying to reduce taxes for the year, we're in a completely different situation. We're in the middle of a home build, and my goal right now is to show that for 2021 that we made a boatload of money, okay? So I'm very careful, about the type of deductions that I'm taking. I'm working with a bank who specializes with self-employed business owners, who know how to truly read a profit and loss statement, who can credit back those deductions, those depreciations, those Section 179s from other years. But my point being is that, just because you get near the end of the year and you're like, oh my God, now I have to pay taxes, it's not like that. Think of it in terms of, hey, I have a pile of cash because I had a very successful lawn care year. Like we did great. This is a great problem to have. Now I have options. What are my options? How do I want to reinvest in my business? In my never to be humble opinion, plow that money right back into the thing that gives you the biggest return in your business. Double down on the thing that does best. We're going to talk about doubling down on the thing that gives you the biggest return for 2022. I think you're going to find that video very, very, very enlightening. Plowing money right back into the things that earn you the most. Guys, I hope this video was helpful for those of you who are trying to produce your tax bill for 2021. Good luck, God bless, and I will be in touch.